I'm Wyatt McGillen, and I'm the submissions engineer here at the Star Group. Today, we'll be discussing one of the fastest rising forms of cybercrime, invoice fraud. We'll discuss what invoice fraud is, how you can take proactive measures to prevent it, and what reactive insurance measures you can have in place to make sure that you have coverage in the event that you do suffer this form of cyber attack. So to begin, what is invoice fraud? Invoice fraud is a new form of social engineering in which bad actors will hack into a company's systems. They'll review all of the information that's coming and going from emails, and specifically, they're looking out for the invoices that are billed to your business. After a period of time, the average in 2023 is 42 days, the bad actors will take the steps to actually start attempting to steal money. They'll replicate the invoices that you typically receive, and they'll replace them in your inbox with ones that they've created that look identical, except they have the bad actors' banking and routing information. When the business looks at this invoice, they'll see one that looks virtually identical, and they'll send the funds off to this fraudulent bank account. Oftentimes, businesses don't even realize that they've suffered from invoice fraud until this third party, the ones actually sending the invoice, reaches out to see where the money actually went. At that point, the business realizes that they've been stolen from, and it's a scramble to figure out where the funds went and to recover them. Invoice fraud is one of the fastest growing forms of cybercrime because it is so effective at stealing money, because it's so easy to miss the differences with these invoices. Because they've been in your system for so long, oftentimes everything will look almost identical to how it's supposed to be. It's a very sophisticated form of fraud. So what can we do to prevent this? The first step is for your business to have protections in place for actually paying your invoices. Double checking that everything looks accurate every single time, as well as potentially even confirming with the party sending the invoice that the invoice is accurate prior to paying for larger bills. These steps can help mitigate the potential for invoice fraud, but ultimately businesses will suffer from this. So what can you do if something does take place where you are the victim of invoice fraud? The best step is to ensure that you have adequate insurance coverage in place. Because cybercrime is evolving so quickly, every insurance company insures it differently. And oftentimes, invoice fraud can be one of the coverages that has either reduced limits or that has no coverage at all under the exclusions. It is vital to take the time with your insurance agent to review your policies and confirm that you have the correct coverage in place for your exposures. If you'd like assistance with this, any of our licensed agents here at the Star Group would be happy to sit down and review your cyber coverages and make sure that you have this protection. You can schedule an appointment by calling 414-421-3800.